Hey, what's up? My name is Myles. I'm a filmmaker and photographer, and we are filming outdoors in beautiful Canmore today. How's it going, Lance?
Great, Myles.
Right on. So Lance is an outdoor filmmaker. Lance, why don't you tell me a little bit about the kind of content that you film and the situations that you're involved in?
The majority of the content that I shoot is outdoors based, is documentary, a lot of wildlife. When I'm out for, it can be a couple days or it could be weeks at a time, right? So I have to be prepared for that entire shoot. I can't just run home and grab something I forgot. So you gotta be ready when you're outdoor shooting.
So Lance, what is one tip that you would recommend that people do when they're going out on a shoot?
Yeah, so checklist is a great thing to have. One of the things to put at the very top of that list is make sure you bring water, because it's not just about shooting, it's about actually getting outdoors and having a good time outdoors. And if you don't have water,
hydrated,
you're gonna have to stay hydrated. So that's a huge thing. Another thing is dress right for the weather and the conditions you're gonna be out in. Because if you're not prepared for that, you're just gonna get miserable, and that's not gonna help you shoot and get what you came out to get, right? So that's a huge thing too. If it's cold, dress warm. If it's hot, be ready for that. Sunscreen, hats, etc. Another thing on that note is don't overpack, because if you already have all your camera gear in your bag, you don't want to have too much extra going on, or even too much gear for that matter, because that can really wear you down.
That's an easy one that we often get into trouble with, is we think we need to bring everything with us, and I think
very easy.
You might share the same sentiment as me. As we do this more, we pack less and less because we're much more efficient about what we pack.
And I've shifted in how I pack way less than I used to now, just because of I've just learned over time of what works and what doesn't, what you actually really need at the end of the day.
And then, so bring water, make sure you have a checklist, make sure you don't overpack, and then we were also discussing this briefly before, batteries. How do you take care of your batteries when you're on a shoot?
Batteries, make sure you have enough to at least last you today. Make sure you have a way to charge them if you have a multi-day trip. And then if you're in cold weather, make sure to put the batteries close to your body in an inside pocket or something, so they don't just die when they're sitting in your camera bag, because that's a huge thing. If it's cold out, your battery can drain way faster than it normally does, and when you go to switch your batteries, it's already half dead, and you're not going to be shooting too long with that, especially if you put the effort in to get out to a place like this or way out in the wilderness. So
well, and the indicator will lie to you about how much charge you actually have left on it. So sometimes you might think you have a full battery, you left it out in the cold, you pop it into the camera, it's actually almost dead. Awesome. Thanks, Lance.
Yeah, no problem, Myles.